starting to think this court ain't too supreme at all, y'all. I don't see any sour cream, any tomatoes on this court. This ain't even a regular court. I would call it a value menu court, but hell, value menus actually help people who struggle, so I don't know. Now, this court's really been on one in the past 2 days alone. They have undermined affirmative action. They have signed off on businesses discriminating against LGBT people, and they've shot down Biden's student loan relief program. Finally, the highest court in the land wields its awesome power against those who truly deserve it. Minorities, gays, and poor people, just like the founders intended. Now, they always say Constitution this, Constitution that, but I don't think the founders would be down with this. You know, like if you could take one of the founders and talk to him about it right now, he'd be like, so how goes the Supreme Court? Protecting the will of the people, keeping tyrannical powers in check? No, cashing checks from tyrannical powers. Yeah, but the will of the people, no, it's more like fucking the butt of the people. If you count that. Also, some of them are cultish lunatics, and they all live to be 100, so good call on that serving for life thing. Dude, if these people are going to keep serving for life, we need to bring back consumption or something, just for them. You know, like if they still cough to death at 55 every now and then, the whole thing will be more palatable, but here we are. They started with affirmative action. They said universities could no longer use race as a factor in admissions. They had to use objective, merit-based factors like GPA, SAT score, and, of course, who your papaw is, right? They couldn't use race because the court said that would be another form of discrimination, and in their eyes, any type of discrimination is wrong. Meanwhile, in the very next case, the plaintiff was like, hey, can we put up a no queers sign? And they were just like, well, I don't see why not, right? That one's the most ridiculous one because it's a made-up case against made-up gays, and the court still ruled against them. It's ridiculous, man. And as far as the whole student loan thing, like, in a country where all of the most rich and powerful people, including members of this court, they all have handouts, kickbacks, bailouts, PPP loans, loopholes, corporate welfare, and all of that is not only accepted but considered sacrosanct. In that same country, generations of 18-year-olds, many of whom have barely been taught how bank accounts work, and all of whom have been told by every authority figure their entire life that if they don't borrow that money for that purpose right then, they stand no chance at a home, family, or future. So they did, only to find out 10 years later that the game was rigged from the start. Those people, they must pay. That's how it works in this country. It is, as long as the GOP has any power. I can tell you that right now, dude. It's truly a shame that a party that's won one popular vote in 20 damn years can stack the deck like this, all because of some cosmic game of bucket kicking bingo. But here we are, and the message could not be more clear. The ethos of the Republican Party is bad for almost everyone. If you are not literally a male member of the landed gentry, they will make your life worse. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know what else you need to see to understand it at this point, but there it is. Love y'all.